Hi, it's Laura, the library lady here at the Massillon Public Library with our student librarian for the months of November and December 2025. Welcome. Would you tell us your name?
My name is Adelynn.
Thanks for coming, Adelynn. And what grade are you in?
7th grade.
And how old are you?
12.
12. And could you tell us why you like to read?
I like to read because it's a really good start of your day, and a lot of different adventures happen in books.
Perfect. Girl after my own heart. Well, you've got a lot of ebooks and series and paper books and hardback books that you recommend. So why don't we start with Mary Downing Hahn. You've got a couple on your list that she wrote. This one, The Doll in the Garden. Want to tell us about that one?
So this one is about this boy moves to a new house, and there's this girl that is his neighbor, and then he sees her burying something in the dirt, and later he goes over there and it's like a doll, and then he takes the doll out because he has a little sister. He gives the doll to his sister, and it's like a haunted doll.
Oh, so that's where all the trouble begins? Okay, I know she writes a lot of kind of horror type things. Do you have a favorite genre, a favorite type of book?
My favorite type is mystery/horror books.
Well, I'm afraid of horror, so I would be afraid of this doll one, but I like mysteries. So let's see, the next one that you've got is a very famous series, Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
Yeah. I like Diary of a Wimpy Kid because it's about this boy that has all this trouble in his family, and it's not bad trouble, but funny trouble. And it's the series where his older brother is
he's kind of like an annoying teenager.
Yeah, he's an annoying teenager/young adult, and then his baby brother is just a devil on one side and then an angel to his mom.
Yeah, I think everybody likes Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
Yeah.
This one's Hot Mess.
Very
this
funny
one is
book.
Number 19, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You've got some that we only have in ebook, like How to Steal a Dog by Barbara O'Connor. So we don't have that one in our stack, but we have a lot of ebooks and e-audiobooks available. So another one that I was just talking with you about before we started was Summer of the Mariposas. I want to tell about that one.
Yeah, Summer of the Mariposas is a book about these 4 sisters that go on an adventure, and they're swimming in a swimming hole, and they find this body floating, and they go and look over at the body, and he has a wallet. It has tons of cash. The middle child tries to take the cash, and then they look at the ID, and it's he's from Mexico, across the border, and the sisters are trying to return the body to his family because the family might be worried, and they take this car, and their mother and dad are in Mexico, and they end up in a whole bunch of trouble.
Oh, so bodies and trouble, and
yeah,
it sounds like you do like the exciting ones. All right, here's another one from Mary Downing Hahn. It's really creepy looking. The Puppets Payback.
Yeah, The Puppets Payback is Payback is one of the tales that are in this book. It has multiple tales and little ghost stories and very interesting stories. There's one called 28th Poplar Street, and it's about this boy that is at a graveyard with his friends, and then they are wandering around, and then while he's going on the bus home, he finds this girl and he walks her back to that address, and then he goes back the next day and the house is torn down, and it wasn't a real house, and it was a vision.
Oh, and a creepy cover too.
Yeah.
So some of the other ones that you like, let's see. Oh, this is another Mary Downing Hahn called Took. I assume that's about something that was taken from somewhere and it looks like a doll hand.
Yeah, Took is about, so this family is moving to the middle of the country.
Everybody's always moving.
Yeah. And there's this ghost woman, really tall, and she lives in a cabin up the hill, and she has this really scary dog that's made out of 10 different animals. And it's just all the bones. Yeah, and it's the kid goes on an adventure because she ran away because her brother was making her upset, and then they couldn't find her, and all they found was her doll. And the woman was using little girls to clean and stuff, and they thought to her all the kids were like her kid, and the kids, as they seen the tall woman, they thought that she was their mom, and they would call her mom and stuff, and she would like every 300 years like switch them out.
Ooh, creepy. Oh
Yeah.
my goodness. Now here's a series that's not quite as creepy, Warriors. And you told me you're reading that to somebody.
Yeah, Warriors is about this cat that was a house cat, and he went in the forest one day, and like he saw like there was 4 different like clans. There's like Thunder Clan, Shadow Clan, Storm Clan, and a whole bunch of other clans. And he joined one of the clans, and he came like a warrior, and he would go back home and like look at his house. And one day he was hunting, and he got killed by one of the other clan's cats.
Ooh. But you told me before we started you were reading this to somebody special.
There's 6 different stories of the paperbacks, and there's at least a total of like 13 different like types of books, like different collections. And I'm reading it to my sister.
You told me it's your younger sister.
Yeah, my younger sister. She actually got me into this. I'm into the paperback, and she's into like the graphic novels, manga, and stuff.
So all kinds of different genres for different people's tastes.
Yeah.
What do you think is your favorite thing about coming to the library?
I like coming to the library because if you don't want to check out a book, like bring it home with you on your library card, you could still sit here and like read and look through it. Maybe it's not your taste, maybe it is your taste, but you can find out. And there's different activities and stuff, and there's like different parts of the library, like video games, teen lounge, the main library, like the main part, the section, the kids. And there's computers that you could like log in, do your work. There's little offices that you could do your homework in, and you could do multiple things in the library.
Wow, you're hired. We need you for the marketing team. You know all those things we have. So yeah, we do have a lot of different services and a lot of different, physical books, but also the e-books. Do you ever listen to e-audio books?
I do listen to e-audio books, and I like listening to audiobooks because I can, like regular books, I can picture them in my mind, but I can also picture them and hear like a different author's voice instead of mine. But I also don't like them sometimes because like they don't read at the same reading pace as me sometimes.
They read too slow?
Yeah. I read very fast.
I think you can speed it up.
Yeah,
depending on your device.
I think so. On different apps that have e-audiobooks, like Sora, you can speed it up. I think on multiple different ones you can speed it up. Some it's just like one, like certain books you can't speed it up.
I would probably have to slow it down.
Yeah, I would have to speed it up.
Oh my goodness. Well, you've got an awful lot of really cool recommendations that are going to be up here in the Teen Lounge for November and December, so people can stop by and see what Adelynn recommends. Check them out online, and make sure you also come in and come to some of our programs and events that Adelynn has so aptly described for you. So thank you so much for coming in today.
You're welcome.
I want to close with a surprise question for you. Have you thought about what you would like to be when you grow up? I'd like to ask that one.
I actually thought about being a librarian.
Oh, I love it.
Maybe working at a pet shelter, but my main one is being a teacher.
Oh, very good. Inspiring. Cool. Well, if you like reading, I think you would probably be good at being a teacher and learning how to do all those things to help other people learn too. So thank you so much. It's been a pleasure, Adelynn.
Thank you.
If you're interested in nominating your child to be a student librarian, stop by one of our locations for more information or to sign up. One student librarian is selected every 2 months. As always, thanks for watching.